Avast and ahoy and good day to ye once again, mateys. I be Josh the Pirate, and it brings me a veritable mountain of glee to welcome ye once again to the Humblewood. To me screen right, I have me hearty crew, the ebullient Big Viking Mitch, the engaging AJ Winters, the enthusiastic D-Rab, and the erudite Rachel Fuka. And behind the scenes today, we have the entrepreneurial Vegemite Dangerous. We must also shout out our excellent artist Brepai for the beautiful art you can see on the screen. We've got Jude Littlefoot up there at the moment, and the deck of many who sponsor our wonderful show, as well as Node One Internet, who sponsor the entire channel. So if we have any dropouts, it's their fault. But it's very unlikely because they are excellent. So they do cool stuff. You should check them out. And now I believe we need a recap of last week's episode.
Oh, Jude!
So,
Yes.
wait,
Jude's turn!
wait, can I do it? I want to do it.
Okay, Helvig, you can go.
Okay.
I
Alright.
like your stories too.
Previously, in this, after the wake of, brutally pacifying the bandits that went to the tower outside of Alderhot, we deliberated a lot, and I think we were really, really scared to get things wrong, and we're all unsure on where we were. But we ended up deciding to side with Alderheart in this scenario and left with the angry mob, and we took the left flank in accordance with the plan of Claire. Along the way, we found out that Lazarus went missing 2 days before we got there, and Riffin's like, hey, where's your dad, to Nevermore? And he was like, I don't know. And then we also got reminded that we were supposed to keep up the Jude potato sack thing. That you know, he is a person of no significant family, but is very skillful.
I don't know if that was ever established. It's just something Jude decided wanted to happen again.
Oh, it was established.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we just forgot. And now we were thoroughly reminded. And Nevermore said to Claire that the prisoners should be handled with utmost care, and that anybody who surrenders should just, like, you know, be left alone because they're not a threat anymore. We ventured northward, followed tracks led by our super cool tracker person, Trish.
Okay, good.
And found a series of camps with, like, palisades and stuff, and they were very well established in there. Like, they planned it way in advance and prepared. And then we really took it nice and slow and thorough. Had to make sure that they were not the good kind of bandit, the bandit that's just, like, you know, trying to survive, and made sure that we knew who the leader was and that Trish didn't know anybody. And part
She
of
did
that,
recognize one of them, but she didn't know them.
yeah, and like you just saw them in passing.
Yeah.
Can't name them. And part of that plan was Trish and Jude pretending to be bandits, with Jude so committed to the role that she really, Jude Potato Sack for sure was, like, not talking and had, like, war paints on, and we made sure they really looked bandity. And found out that the whole operation is led by Frey Meriden, so it was very unlikely that, you know, they were the good kind, and we should just not murder them at all. And then we went back because we found they're gonna figure it out anyway, whatever we do, because there was a scout named Philip Gopp, Corporal Philip Gopp, with a definitely not self-conscious deep voice. that may have induced in his head. I'm sorry. Um, and then when we went back, developed with, well, Claire had a plan since most of the bandits are not fighters. They're mostly like people who carried stuff for them during the raid. To just like, from what Trish called, flip page, Operation Scorpion. Because it's composed of a pincer maneuver between a left flank and a right flank, and then our party is the Stinger, who's gonna get in there and like really nail Frey Meriden in the head. And we're doing that. We were waiting for the pincer thing to happen. Trish and Nevermore went to one side, Jude and I on the other. And we were not really that stealthy, so we just spent our time turning me into a bush.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. And then we waited, the attack started. We could hear Riffin loudly with horns and stuff saying, "Lay down your arms and you won't be hurt. If not, come and face my blade." And then they went down V formation style. It was so cool and very threatening and scary. I don't want to be on the bad side of that guy. But we waited. The plan is working perfectly so far. It lured out a bunch of people out of the camp and thinned their numbers a bit for us. And I honestly forgot that was the plan. And we, Jude and I just rushed in. And as we rushed in, Trish and Nevermore assassinated some dude by the cart. And they are very dead as they try to warn people. And we finish with Jude exclaiming the same thing Riffin did. And this is the trial on what Jude said for us. What kind of heroes do we want to be? And that's it.
Yeah.
Good job, Helvig.
Yeah, that was yeah.
I'm pretty scared.
It's noteworthy. Yeah. You actually ended the game rolling initiative for the fight. Trish Nevermore did get a shot off on a bloke called Sam, and I wanted to remind you of that because it made it a lot harder killing him. I must also remind our tasteful, fashionable, and just downright lovely audience to please like, follow, and subscribe. All the things. We have the socials that you can catch up on episodes that you missed on YouTube. You can check the VODs down below in Twitch as well. And I think it would be valuable if we just introduce the people playing. So, Nevermore, would you like to tell us about the person who is operating you this evening?
Oh, wonderful. Yes, of course I will. My pilot tonight is Mitchell, or Big Viking Mitch, and you can find me on Twitter at Big Viking Mitch, where I just shitpost random things. And I'll be playing Nevermore tonight. Thank you.
Rachel.
Hello, Trish Caper will be puppeted by Rachel Fukar today. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel Fukar because that username is never taken. I also have a podcast called A Beginner's Guide to the Occult. You can check that out. We have a new episode coming out tomorrow morning on the history of Halloween, so it should be fun.
Ooh.
D-Rab.
Helvig is being nudged, like just guided in the definitely correct direction by D-Rab in Twitch chat, also known as Dan, and he has no murderous tendencies and is an excellent guide. But like me, he's a professional lurker and not really big in social media. But come hang out in Roll for Damage's Discord and here, and see all our VODs on YouTube as well.
Please, AJ, tell us about Jude. Tell us about AJ.
Jude Littlefoot. Jude has no puppeteer. Jude is own person. But Jude knows a really lovely girl named AJ. AJ is fun. AJ has an Insta Mama Grammy. thingy mabobi jiggy. And she posts on it. I don't know what that means, but she posts. And she's really good at storytelling.
Jude, you've been on the Instagram-y story thingy.
I have?
Yeah. This is so fucking meta. I love it. Okay.
Time for murder.
And I am Josh the Pirate. Yar, mateys. How are we? You can find me on Friday evening on Roll for Damage's game, the Roll for Damage game, over on Game on Australia. You can also find me on the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the fearsome pirate Scan Felspar. Cool. And behind the scenes today, we've got our lovely producer, Vegemite Dangerous, who you can find in chat, and he's great, and we'll talk to him later. So, shit's getting real. We've rolled initiative. So, mateys, may your allies be preparing a pincer movement, and all your new acquaintances be called Garp, as we venture once more into the Humblewood. Right, Trish. Let's get this going. You are standing outside the gate of a bandit encampment. The bandit encampment that you know to house the bandit leader. You didn't see her leave, so she's in there somewhere. You have already made them aware of your presence by shooting one of their friends. He didn't fall silently, and they are pretty alert because of the whole pincer movement thing. So, what do you do?
Alrighty, I'm going to move just a little bit into the doorway.
A little bit.
And I'm gonna fire off an arrow at the closest map hatch.
That would be Gel.
Gel.
A 12. A 12 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Just.
Boom.
That is an equal speed situation. For 10 damage. Gosh. 2 for the snake, but 8 for the shot. Gel, dead set. Where? Can you describe to me where you're aiming? What sort of manner? I'd like you to sort of verbalize your moves.
All right. Well, I'm still a little bit about the whole killing bandits thing, but I've decided it's the right thing to do, so I'm aiming for a solid shoulder shot. Maybe that'll be enough to just make him decide to sit down and sit this one out.
I mean, so your hit, your arrow sort of feathers itself neatly in his shoulder. However, he was standing side on to you, so it sort of goes in at a funny angle, and you can see him just go limp. And he's sitting down on a log, and he just collapses backwards. There is a lot of blood pouring out of the wound. This one, you've seen enough corpses to know this one's dead.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dart back behind the wall and think about what I've done.
You don't have to use your bonus action to do that. You can just use your move.
Oh, okay. Well,
you
I
can
do
use
that
your
then.
bonus action to hide if you like.
Yeah, cunning out.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I will hide.
I don't know why I'm making it easier for you. Yeah. All right. Make a stealth check, please.
Sure. Why not?
Why
Stealth,
not? Why the
stealth,
fuck
stealth.
not? Boom. Yeah. You are extremely hard to spot. Congratulations. Even Lisa in the watchtower cannot see you. Good job. All right, which is good because it's Emma's turn now. Emma, you hear a shout from in there, particularly Trish. Here's a shout. Gal? Oh my God, Gal! And Emma gets up and runs over to Gal. And then over the twitching corpse of her friend, she can see Nevermore lurking by the gate. And so she is going to take a short bow shot at Nevermore. But Nevermore is hiding behind part of the gate. And she completely misses. A 4 is not going to beat Nevermore's not fantastic AC. So yeah.
15.
Next we have Jude.
Oh. Nice for Jude.
And then it'll
Jude
be
would
Neville.
like to run forward and stab the first person she sees.
It'll probably be Emma, unless you're looking at the watchtower.
Ooh, no, I'm not. Forward.
Well, Emma is 30 feet away from you.
Ooh,
Um,
okay. Jude will go up to the log and throw a spear.
Cool. All right. Plonk yourself over there, Jude. Where are you heading?
Jude, can I go that far?
25. You can get to 1 square away from Emma, basically.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. Jude is now going to throw a javelin.
Oh dear. All right. Throw a javelin, Jude.
Javelin?
Oh, yeah, that's a hit. So Emma has her back to you and a bow drawn pointing at Nevermore.
Through the neck.
Good. All right, roll me some damage.
Okay. 8.
Yeah. You and necks, you and javelins and head wounds and the blade of the javelin makes a nasty gash along the side of this lady's neck. She doesn't drop, but you do quite a bit of damage, and you see blood, just not a continuous spurt, but not a continuous downpour, but a good spurt of blood sort of flies out of her neck.
You may surrender if you want to.
Noted. Nevermore, it's your turn. The one who just shot you did get a javelin to the side of the neck.
I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20 walk out into the open, hold my arms out and move my fingers, and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation so that behind me it kind of glows like a red or a vibrant red, and I'm going to point at them. Weapons down now. And I'd like to try and make a kind of like a performance check as I'm acting in character in some way.
Sure.
At all.
So the point of the red is to intimidate them?
Well, well, it's persuading, intimidating, whatever. Like, I want the weapons down.
Okay. I think it would be
the red intimidates, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be an intimidation roll.
Oh, damn. Actually, it's not too bad. I'll roll. Can I use a reroll?
You've got a reroll. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use a reroll. Bugger it.
Right.
13! Oh, Lord. Not that bad.
Okay. Well, let's reroll. Let me just make a skill check. I'm afraid it. Emma, who was the one who got shot in the back, her bow drops to the floor, and she's like, one hand goes up, the other is holding her lifeblood in, as she sort of, says, fine, begins to lower her, she's just going to move over here and lie down, and lies face down on the floor with her hands on her head, and just sort of like, just don't kill me. The hell? However, Norris and Lisa are in no way inclined, probably because they're not hurt. But the one that was nearly dead may survive this. Congratulations, Nevermore. Well done. Lisa and Norris, whose turn it is now. I'm just going to remove Gal because he's dead. Lisa and Norris, it's their turns now. Lisa is going to shoot at Jude. He is obviously the most dangerous person here. Another 4. I'm not doing extremely well. Norris is going to do the same thing again, but I'm going to actually use one of my DM's advantages on this one, just because, I've got short ball. Does a 16 beat your armor class, Jude?
No.
Oh, dear. I'm rolling like dog shit. Cool. Helvig, it is your turn as Norris sort of backs away a little bit. Lisa is still in the watchtower.
Do I see
Helvig,
Lisa from here?
you can. Her back is to you. She thinks you're a hedge. Well, she's right. She thinks you're a bush.
Okay. I make a very dramatic, The bush is coming to life motion.
Her back is to you as she's shooting Jude, but
I'll make it real loud. Rah! Eldritch Blast!
Can you roll me a performance check, please?
Eldritch Blast!
16.
Yeah, she's like, whoa. As she hears you're quite fearsome, rah! And she sees what appears to be a man made of like a steel hedgehog in a ghillie suit, roaring from the entranceway as he blasts, presumably her. Are you shooting her?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Make an Eldritch Blast.
14.
14 unfortunately does not hit.
That's okay. I want her attention.
You have it. you have, as they say, it. Right.
And then I say, lay down your board. The next one will strike you and tear your flesh off.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this. Can you make an intimidation check, Helvig, please?
Yes,
The first was
please.
just a get her to notice you, but this one is very much an intention.
What demon just
14?
came out of Helvig?
Please just stop. I'm trying to be scary.
Please just stop. Yeah, she's like, the hell? Who the hell are you guys? And she doesn't appear to be laying down her weapon just yet. It is Trish's turn.
I will.
Alrighty.
Oh, no, you go.
Okay.
It is Trish's turn. Oh, sorry. Do you have anything else you wanted to do?
I did want to ask, like, if I move forward, will I not see Lisa anymore?
No, Lisa's pretty much visible from everywhere.
Great. Then I will move forward. But just like a little bit. I'm watching you, Lisa. Prepare yourself. That's it.
Sure, you do that. All right. Let me just roll some. I just need to do a quick little thing.
Alright.
Putting.
Can Jude reply to her like, who are you guys?
You certainly can, Jude.
We are the Scorpions.
She's like, cool. Never heard of you. Well, I've seen you. And Jude, you hear, you see an arrow whizzes past your face and embeds itself in the ground near your feet, as two gerbine drop from the branches above. One lands. When he ports in, there's Larry. Larry lands next to the body of Sam, and the other one emerges, sort of drops into a bush over here.
What type of gerbine are they?
They are mousy kind of gerbine people.
Jude immediately blushes.
Sure. Cool. Like, just excited to have them around as well.
Never been around another male gerbine.
Oh, okay. That wasn't related to her, presumably.
Yep.
All right.
Is it a battlefield?
Love is a battlefield. Well, the battlefield is covered in love. All right, Trish, it is your turn, and then it will be one of the new arrivals.
Alrighty. I move slightly into the gate, all ready to shoot at a map hatch. But where did these gerbine come from? What? Because I just noticed them. And I'm gonna fire an arrow at this gerbine that's right near me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sure, you do that. That is not a hit, I'm afraid. Oh,
23.
no, I was looking at the 7. Yeah, the 23 is a hit. Fuck. Yeah, you hit him.
But I hit him good.
You do not
Excellent.
get the sneak attack on this one. He is very aware that you are there.
Because I was startled. That's...
Because he was
How
above
dare he.
watching
All right.
the whole thing.
Damn. Well,
We get some damage. Yeah.
oops.
Yeah, you don't need to click it twice. 4. Yeah. He so where's this one? Where's this one aiming?
All right. Right,
Was it
right at his little nose.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, this one the arrow actually just instead of going into his nose would actually clips his ear, and almost like about half of the ear sort of gets torn off by the passing of the arrow. Very nasty. In retaliation, his buddy Kerwin over here runs out of the tent that he was in, that he's just sort of come out of, sort of blinking sleep out of his eyes, and rushes over at you, and he is going to attack you with a short sword.
Excuse me?
Double crit. For 6 damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, crit, but the worst damage roll ever. Like a 1
this is scary. I was
followed
like, oh,
by a
no.
2.
Oh.
Yeah, you take 6 damage, Trish, as Kerwin thrusts his blade in your face.
Ugh.
Kerwin.
He's like, "Don't worry, Larry, I got it." Next is Jude.
Dude.
Jude, there is a male Jobeen behind you, who looks a little confused at the wave, and he says,
Would you like to surrender?
"Make a." Are you trying to persuade him?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 22.
I hate that sort of thing because there isn't any particularly good reason for him to surrender at this point.
Amazing.
So are you trying with feminine wiles on him?
Sure.
Jude Potato Sack?
Yeah, Jude, as Jude.
Dude in male armor is going to be like cutesy and flirty 1950s Jabeen style. And just
Okay, what I'm going to say happens, because there's just no particularly good reason for him to surrender at this point. He's definitely going to lose his next turn, as he's like,
okay.
I mean,
Comically,
I wasn't
mouth
planning on
opens,
it.
Tongue rolls out.
but so, like, what are you doing after the fight?
Awooga.
Oh lordy.
Emma is surrendered. Jude, do you want to do anything else? This is basically like occupying.
Can I
him
do
as-
anything else?
Not well. If you could think of something else, attacking would probably break the spell that you've sort of cast on him, maybe a little bit.
Or it could be sexy. Who knows? I'm gonna throw another spear.
Sexily.
Where are you going to throw it?
At one of the 2 map patches that didn't surrender.
All right,
Or the one that tried to crossbow me.
sure. That would be Nick.
Where does
Actually, honestly, that was probably Gary. That's
Where's
probably
Nick?
the guy you were like looking at. Nick is at the very top.
Yeah, and if you
Oh,
hit him in
okay.
the neck, he might nick an artery.
Okay, I'm going to go for the one,
Just got that, Mitch.
the one next to the tent.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to be more specific.
I don't know
Can
how
you
to do
ping on the map?
anything.
Just hold,
You
click and hold
yeah,
down.
Click.
This one.
This one.
There you go. Norris. Okay.
I'm going to
All right.
throw a javelin.
Okay. Make a javelin attack. That's
Oh
4
my-
crits in a row.
God.
What?
The last 4 rolls that were made with the D20 were crits.
Oh wow.
Dude's got horny energy. It's just power.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, she does. All right.
Yeah.
Crit damage. Roll the javelin damage, dude.
Can I say with this that Jude just giggles really shyly and then full
Just
on
yeets a javelin without even looking.
yeets a javelin just without looking at his colleague.
Are you gonna surrender? And he's like, I might now.
Oh wow.
For 8 piercing damage. And Norris takes it in the chest and goes, yes! Ah! He doesn't drop, but he's got a javelin sticking out of his chest. He says, Gary, help! What are you doing? Emma is unconscious. Nevermore, what do you do?
I'd like to shoot a firebolt at Jude's new friend. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh Lord, everybody believed me. Of course they did. I would like to shoot a firebolt at the map hatch directly in front of Trish, if I may.
Well, you can do that. Where are you aiming?
Oh, it's only a 9. 3 on the dice, unfortunately.
Bolt upright, we are using roll 20. But we may not be for very much longer. We're probably going to switch to Foundry. Firebolt.
Yes,
a
a 9 is not
a
going to
9
cut
does
it.
not hit, I'm afraid. No.
Then I realize the predicament that I'm currently in.
What being
And
surrounded?
I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20 to there.
Very well. So to stand next to Trish.
Correct.
Sensible.
It's not to provoke an opportunity attack on stepping past.
Very sensible.
That is my turn, thank you.
Next, it's Larry. And Larry is going to watch. He's like, they're trying to get away, and runs after you. And Larry is going to make Larry actually has something called a multi-attack.
Oh,
He's going to
fuck.
make 2 dagger attacks at you. There we go. A 22.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his second attack. 22 for 3 piercing damage.
This is on me, correct?
E8.
I thought so, yes. 3 piercing damage, sure.
Mm-hmm. As Larry slashes at you.
Damn you, little bean!
Nick then follows up. He's going to run over here and he says, Gary, what are you doing? And he's going to shoot Jude. He's going to try and shoot Jude in the back.
Oh, God.
Nick is, here we go, short bow. Oh, my God. So, aside from that one time I critted, rolls have been 6, 8, 19, 12, 9, 5. And that is with a +3 each time.
Keep it up, Josh. You're doing great.
I know, right?
Helping.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be hard, and it's not. This is so lame. Okay. Jude doesn't get hurt again. Lisa is going to try now, I guess. Why not? Seriously,
Lisa,
Gary.
I threatened you.
You did, and that's why she's not shooting you.
Oh, what?
She's like, okay, don't fuck with the silver one. That guy's weird. She's taking cover so that you can't shoot her again. She's actually sort of ducked down under the lintel of the watch tower. Lintel? Parapet. That's the one I'm looking for. And she is going to, look, all shots on the heavily armored one. That's a great idea, Josh. Why not? Does a 20 hit? Jude?
20, yes.
Yes. Okay. Then 5 piercing damage on Jude.
Okay.
Cool. And Gary's like, guys, I think this one's okay though. Just dial it back. So yeah, where are you from? I like your accent. Helvig, it is your turn.
Lisa. I kind of just like, when I don't see Lisa anymore, I'm like, I think
And
it
you
worked.
see an arrow come from where Lisa was.
And I'm like, what?
And also shouting.
Then I realized that the 2 healers are on this side of the gate. Well, the other 2 are over there. Do I see the the Gerbine and the map patch that are on Trish and Nevermore right now, or are they blocked behind the crate?
It's probably a bit hard to spot them from where you are. There is a cart in the way, yeah. You might be able to, like, partial view, but it would be obstructed.
Okay, that's okay. Which one did... It was this boy that got, seduced?
Yeah. The paladin seduced one of them.
Alright, I continue to, I go back into my Bushman persona and continue to, like, waddle around like a tree zombie.
Sure, you do that.
Like a nature zombie.
Okay, where are you
way.
going? Okay, sure. Oh.
And, which one? Is Emma on the board still? I don't want to
Emma is unconscious, but Emma is conscious. She's lying down. She's lying face down next to the
it's her.
fire.
That's Emma.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Emma.
Yeah.
Great. I will just...
Emma is surrendered, technically.
Oh, I will pelt an Eldritch Blast through Jude, just so that maybe
Over
the
Jude?
fireflies will exemplify the beauty.
Sure. Oh, okay, right, yeah. Please do. Shot at Norris.
I am like 2 feet tall, so
Yeah,
We'll
no,
just
you-
go
he,
past and, like,
he shoots over you. Yeah.
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 I shoot over you.
Oh.
Oh, an 11 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Cool.
Helvig.
I was very focused
however,
in making it pretty.
Yeah. However, it does sparkle the air behind Jude. I think that's probably why you missed, because you're more focused on giving Jude a buff to her prettiness.
Nature likes love.
Yeah,
Look-
sure.
All I can imagine right now, honestly, it just hasn't left my mind, is Helvig climbing up that ladder and then just cannonballing off the top of the tower
Power
On
bombing
top-
Gary.
on top of somebody, and just like the destruction that happened with you getting him stuck to your back earlier. Just a cannonball? Alright.
Do it again.
Never again. It was terrifying.
Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah,
That's
this
it
is
from me,
weird.
Josh.
Cool, thank you. Back to the top of the order, Trish. You have a Mapatch dueling you and a Jabine trying to eviscerate Nevermore.
Yeah, well, I'm real mad at this map hatch for sneaking up on me. So I
Yeah,
say,
you attacked him and his friends in the dark. Why would he be not upset with you?
Listen, we gave them a warning. We said he could surrender,
Sure.
and then he jumps out of nowhere.
Just,
So,
yeah, just
I'm gonna-
out of the place he was asleep in, yeah.
Listen, I'm mad. Mad
you
doesn't
doing?
need logic. I'm gonna slash
Sure.
at his face with my short sword.
Finish him. That hits.
Yeah, it does. Do I
And
get
you-
sneak
You
attack?
do get sneak attack because
Yeah.
Nevermore is also standing next to it.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, and you... Okay, how do you do this? You kill him. This is a death. How do you kill him?
I say, how dare you sneak up on me? That's my thing. And I just slash him right at his eyes.
And yeah, he takes the slash right to his eyes. You hear a "Aye!" As he covers his face and falls to the ground and begins just expelling all of the fluid he can out of his face. Good job, Trish.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and scamper backwards a little bit.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, you're just leaving Nevermore to his fate. Okay, Jude.
Dude.
Um,
Dude is going to giggle again, and then you say to what is his name?
Gary.
Gary.
Getty. Your other friends can surrender too. It's a good idea, and then shoot another.
Persuasion, and then make the attack roll, please.
Sure. Force.
You would have advantage because of Helvig's sparkles behind you.
Sparkles glow in
And
this
your previous
firefly.
success. An 18. Yeah. He's like, I mean, look.
Think it over.
Yeah.
Stabs one.
And throw the javelin.
Yeah. 13.
The 13 does hit.
Okay.
If you're throwing it at the same dude.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't even roll for it. He dies.
Okay.
Javelin just hits almost exactly where the first one did. Just 2 javelins straight to the chest. He's sort of leaning against the tent. The large square tent, he actually falls in through the door as he dies.
See?
And you hear what the hell is going on out there from inside?
Nothing.
I don't believe that for a second. Gary looks very much like he's giving serious consideration to this whole surrender business. Not just because of your cute, charming, feminine wiles, but also because you're murdering all of his friends while he's just sort of standing there a little bit bemused. Nevermore, it is your turn because Emma is surrendered already. In fact, Emma is going to crawl into this tent.
Ooh, can I lay on hands as a bonus action? Is that something I can do?
I don't think it's a bonus action. I think
it's just an action.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll leave it.
You can next turn if you don't want to javelin somebody.
We'll see.
No more blood is needed today. Lay down your weapons. Enough. I wish not to hurt any more of you.
Larry, Nevermore, what are you doing?
I'll make a persuasion check if I could with that.
Very well.
Oh, bastard. Oh, hang on. Why did I roll that with advantage? Did I?
No.
Oh.
Did you have advantage?
No.
Well, it always rolls 2.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, it's just so that if you have advantage, you can pick the better one. 13. He's not like Larry, like you're backing away and sort of being like, no, don't hurt me, but also surrender. It's just not a particularly strong argument. And also,
was right.
blood will out. Larry is going to attack Nevermore twice more, I'm afraid. 15.
15. I'm going to throw a shield up as a reaction, so my AC is 20.
Yeah. He's just going to attack you again, I'm afraid. A 21, actually.
That'll hit. Dang.
It was 21 or an 8. For 4 piercing, my friend.
Got
it. Larry is a competent combatant. Nick.
Fuck you, Larry. Sorry.
You also don't know his name, but that's fine. Nick is going to Nick is going to, like, Helvig has not got an attack, not because he's not a threat. It's just although he actually hasn't had anybody, but
Sure.
It's like just like your ghillie suit is surprisingly effective, and everyone's a bit confused by it. So Nick is going to probably shoot Jude again. To be honest, he's probably going to miss. A 9.
No.
It's a shame. He did 9 piercing damage with it. Nick is the worst shot. Lisa is going to come over here, and she's actually going to shoot Helvig because she's a bit intimidated by him. So Lisa, it's your birthday.
Yeah. My tactic's working.
13 does not beat Helvig's crazy high AC.
No.
It's Lisa's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it?
Yes. No. Gary's like, Lisa, I don't know, maybe we should surrender. It's your birthday and everything. Like, you don't want to get killed on your birthday.
Oh no, Lisa.
Lisa, it's your birthday. Helvig, what do you do? Gary, again, does nothing. He's just sort of standing there confused and bemused and attracted a bit.
Well, I couldn't feel Lisa's attack, and I think she's still hiding.
It just
from...
pinged off your spines.
Also, it's her birthday?
Yeah, apparently. Like canon. It is now. I've said it.
Oh no. I'm gonna continue to like Secret Service, but for love, as in my ghillie suit, and shoot Nick.
Sure.
I will kill everything in the way of love. With Eldritch Blast. Ba-bam.
Sure. Make an Eldritch Blast attack.
I'm not.
Man,
I'm
you're
here
having
for
the worst. Like, I feel you.
I'm here for the like good
You only need a
particle
12.
effects. It's very
Yeah, I'm
pretty.
sorry. You miss again, buddy. The particle effects are still there. That was pretty much just a firework straight into the air. So, Jude, you do hear a sound from inside the tent. Just let me
Is
quickly.
it Frey?
It might be.
I'm afraid it might be.
Well, don't be afraid.
And me.
Oh.
Ooh.
She rolled very poorly. But, yeah, you hear somebody step out from behind you, Jude, and there is Frey Meriden standing there. The chaos of the battle surrounds you. Birdfolk militia you can hear clashing with bandits in the distance. Some merely farmers with pitchforks are not faring as well as the trained guards. A swift defeat of the bandit leader will definitely save many lives. As you are standing outside the largest tent, Jude, you see you hear a familiar person exit along with a retainer and a trained wolf. And she looks right at you as you turn around. You see her. She says, "You again!" The tall, graceful Vulpin sneers. "It's time I finished you once and for all. Chance, Wolfie, deal with the others." She then draws her sword with a flourish, pointing at you, Jude. "You shall have the honor of facing my deadly grace before you die." And it's Trish's turn.
All right. So I run back up next to my pal, who I feel slightly stupid for ditching before. I panicked. I'm sorry, Nevermore.
It's fine. Ow!
Okay, I'm gonna slash at this little gerbine with my short sword.
You do that.
I do.
I love the maintaining the giggles. 22 hits.
Yeah, it does. Boom.
Boom.
Oh, 14 damage.
14. Yeah. Larry gives out another Wilhelm scream and dies. How do you do it, Trish? MVP so far.
I go straight top down, double-handed, right in the middle of the skull, because he's so tiny.
You cleave him. You cleave his head like really nicely. It's like a melon.
You get for attacking Nevermore.
And he drops.
Thank you.
And now, Trish, from where you are, you can see into the camp. There is a couple of the people you were started fighting out, and the rest. And there's some more coming out of that tent now. You see Frey Meriden. You remember the lady who tried to rob Eliza when you first started out together. That's that guy. That woman rather. What do you do? You can't attack again, but you can move or stuff.
I don't know. I stand there and I say, Nevermore, where do they keep coming from? Why are they multiplying?
All of these tents is where they keep coming from.
Tents have doors and there's room inside of them. What kind of dumb questions is that?
It just seems like every time I go behind that gate, I come back and there's more of them.
So stop going behind the gate.
Well, I guess.
I think the answer here is this. It's like why I never watched it.
It's like Mapatch and Jabines breed really quickly or something.
Ridiculous.
It's why I never watch the Eagles play, because every time I do, they lose. So yeah, you're welcome for the 2018 Premiership. Did not watch that game. Gary will explain it to you later. Chance, who is the next person up? Chance is the Jabin who emerged from the tent with Frey, and Chance is going to run over to. He's actually going to try flanking. He's going to run around, avoiding getting anywhere near Jude, because Frey has identified that Jude is hers to fight. And he's going to stab at Helvig. He's going to make 2 dagger attacks at Helvig. A 13 does not hit. 19?
No, sir.
No. Very well. Yeah.
Guilty suit too strong.
I need 22, don't I? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, Chance misses, I'm afraid. Unfortunate. Oh, cool. And as a bonus action, he is going to use the help action to give somebody else attacking Helvig advantage. Jude, it is your turn.
Okay. Jude would like to look at Gary and say, "I'm Jude," and then run at
Frey.
Frey with a short sword.
Okay.
Yes.
You do that. And Gary does not make an opportunity attack.
I'm going to come up here.
Yeah.
Can I attack from there?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, not good.
No, not good. Certainly not good enough, I'm afraid, Jude.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I use my reroll.
Very well.
Yes, I use my reroll. I think the 1d6 booster's not gonna.
It might
Yeah, I'll use the
not.
reroll.
That, yeah.
Okay. Come on. Oh no!
Oh,
Worse.
that's much worse.
No.
That's way worse. That's a net 1.
Yeah. The booster definitely won't help you there. All right. No, Jude. Yeah, you fail your attack roll, unfortunately.
Oopsies.
And you've already sort of interacted with Gary as your bonus action. So it would be Emma is crawling in the tent and surrendered. Nevermore.
Okay. Attempted diplomacy, attempted intimidation, now you all die. Pointing at this map patch here, I'm going to shoot a fire bolt. Which will hit for
That does hit.
only 5 points of damage, and then I'm going to
Where do you hit him?
right smack bang center torso, center mass.
Ah! Yeah, he sort of staggers backwards, and his crossbow, which he's just been reloading for another shot, sort of shoots off into the sky instead.
And I'll go 1, 2 here and hide behind the wall.
Very well, you do that. Then it's Nick's turn. Nick
Bye, Trish.
quickly reloads his crossbow and shoots again, this time at Trish. A 17.
Bye, Trish.
A 17 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
5 piercing damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trish. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
The wolf is going to run over here and attack Helvig as well.
Well, I'm a bush.
Well, that's why Chance has been attacking you, and it's sort of given the game away to the wolf.
Well,
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is going to make a bite attack at you.
nice puppy.
Oh, that's lucky. It got a 16, so it doesn't hit you, but it's lucky because it did 10 piercing damage.
Oh.
So yeah, it doesn't hit you. Then Lisa.
It's your birthday.
Lisa, whose birthday it is going to also shoot Helvig as well, because she's like, oh, the hell? What is that guy? I have yet, bar once, rolled above 20. Yeah, that's a 12. So, yeah, all of this shit just pinging off Helvig's steel spikes. Frey Meriden is next, and Frey flourishes her short sword.
Jude
Frey
is going
makes-
to die.
Yeah,
Don't say that.
Maybe.
Don't say that.
So she is going to make a short sword attack. The first is an 11,
Nope,
but the second one is a 23
that hits me.
That can hit me.
for 8 piercing.
Jude is dead.
Jude is unconscious.
Yes.
She's quite irritated with you. And
shit.
yeah, she's now standing proudly over your body like, ah! And Gary goes, oh! Oh no. Oh well. And now it's Gary's turn.
Wait, did you?
She looks at Gary and says, "What the hell are you doing? Help!" And Gary goes, yeah, I really liked her. Him, whatever. If it's a he, he's pretty. And he's going to go over to Helvig and make a half-hearted attack. He's only going to make one, though.
Aw, Gary.
It's a shame I got a 20 if I had advantage, which I do. Oh, I do. 20. It still didn't hit.
Nope. Ping, 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 ping.
This is just going to, you're just like, ah.
I'm a bush. Stop.
Okay, cool. Yeah, next is Helvig's turn.
Okay.
Hey, are you a healer?
That's what it says on my card.
Mm.
So, I'm just gonna like disappointed dad look at Gary like, man.
And Gary goes, can I get this would be intimidation with advantage. Because everyone's tried to hurt you and it's all just pinged off you in a very obvious way. Like you've had a wolf try to savage you, several people try to
18.
shoot you. Holy shit. And Gary goes, yeah, I'm sorry. I surrender. And Gary's going to, if you allow him, he's going to move one step away and lay down.
Yes, I'm just gonna walk, like, casually. He's still maintaining eye contact with Gary, like, disappointment is real as I walk over towards Jude, ignoring everyone.
So, if you, yeah.
I'll get an attack on
You
Jude.
get an attack of Bop from Chance,
Yep.
who's going to dagger you. No.
And then I will cast Cure Wounds on Jude.
Chat, I'm worried. He's realizing that how strong he is. He's finally realized.
He's realizing he just walks through combat now.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Minimum
4.
healing, but 4. I will also use my bonus action if I could.
Yeah.
Jude needs
not
to
a
get
spell.
this. To use one of my healing lights on Jude.
So Gary, who's in the process of
another
lying
4.
down, watches Helvig, the silver hedgehog, just walk through, just people slashing and biting at him, arrows pinging off his spikes. It's sort of like Jesus walking on water. This is you walking
Oddly
through,
serene.
walking through arrows. And then this healing light, the same light that was shining behind Jude's head when he first met her, is now then surrounds her and suffuses her, and she wakes back up with 8 hit points.
Wake up, come on.
And he's like, as he lies down, and both your heads are momentarily on the floor, looking at each other, and like I may be putting a lot of this over on you, but you did instigate this. All right. Yeah. Jude, you're okay again. Trish, it's your turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna use my bonus action to aim real good.
Oh, no.
Right at Frey Merridin's chest.
Oh no. Sure, you do that. Oh. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you hit.
That's it.
Hell
That's
yeah.
Yeah, it's a sneak attack as well because Jude's
Yeah,
there.
it is. Boom.
Boom.
And I'm gonna use my bonus D4.
Fine.
You knocked out my friend.
Yeah, on the left-hand side of the screen, you've got the little D20. You can click on that, and there'll be a D4 in there. There you go.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. She takes the hit. Where are you aiming?
Right in the middle of her chest, right for her evil heart.
Yeah. It definitely takes her in the chest. It doesn't seem to dig in too deep, but yeah, it definitely hits her in the chest.
Hell yeah.
Nicely done.
And I'm gonna take cover behind the wall.
Oh, you sneaky fuckers.
That's
Um,
right.
I mean, it just means we can mob up on Helvig.
He can take it, he'll be fine.
I'm a
Yeah, he'll be
squishy
alright.
boy. Don't do
Sure.
it.
You're a squishy boy, but in a very, very firm shell.
Like a crazy crab.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy crab.
Crazy crab! Chance is going to come up behind Helvig, and because I've got it, I am going to use my DM's other advantage. Just a maybe. Just a fucking maybe. Oh shit, son!
You
Didn't need
crit
it.
me.
22.
Yay! I mean,
22
sorry.
does
Shit.
hit me,
Why am I
Josh.
cheering? Sorry.
It's just so rare. This is only the second time the entire fight I've rolled
Why
above
am I
20.
cheering? This is bad. All right, sorry.
Four
Sorry,
piercing
Helvig.
damage on Helvig.
4. I turn around and go, sorry, what was your name again?
And Chance goes,
Ooh.
it's Chance. Why? As he stabs you again, but doesn't.
Ow.
It just sort of pings off your armor. He says, Pray, this one's hard. Well, squishy, but like got a really firm outer coating.
Stop talking to me like I'm food!
You do look delicious. And Chance actually looks like quite menacing, like he's like actually considering maybe eating you after he's killed you.
Is he a Jabin?
He is. He's not a very nice dude.
I'm not gonna feel bad when I slit your throat, Chance.
Yeah, we'll cook him and then we'll have baked beans.
Jude, it is your turn. You are lying. Oh yeah, and Chance makes the help action again.
Of course he does.
In fact, no. Chance is going to come around here. No, that's a fire. Yeah, no.
Stand
he's
in the
not.
fire.
He's going to
easy.
make the help action to it, like he's the way he's doing it is he's distracting Helvig. He's like making Helvig look at him, so yeah, when somebody else attacks you, Helvig, they'll have advantage. Jude, it is your turn. You are lying on the ground, prone, and Freight Meriden is standing, sneering above you,
Yes.
and she just killed you a bit.
Yes,
What do you do?
I'm going to stab her in the groin.
You and your groin stabs. Go on then, make a groin stab against Frey.
Groin
Can I-
strike.
Can I like pretend I'm really weak and then like
You can. You do that.
surprise?
I don't have surprise attacks, but I
No.
feel like
Surprise!
just for the drama, just for the drama, Jude,
Sure.
Jude would do it.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's done it before, no?
Oh my
23.
God.
Pair of 23s. Yeah. Good. Yeah, you hit.
Yes. I'm going to roll damage, and I'm also going to add my booster to my damage.
Don't forget you have Divine Smite.
I do have my divine.
Ooh. Oh,
Hi.
heck.
Just saying.
Heck,
I mean, I
heck,
could
heck.
make this fight longer for me, but...
So I'm going to divine smite it.
So you do 6 piercing damage, and then you roll 2... Oh, you do some radiant damage as well. You rolled 3 of them, Jude, not just the 1 radiant. You rolled
a-
2 more.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yes.
That rolls.
Still, though, that's 12 piercing damage.
And then a d6.
And then a d6. Very well.
Oh,
16 points of damage
Wow.
to the groin.
Yeah, Frey is...
Oh.
We're back to that same fight. Someone else is pissing blood out of the place very near the place where they would normally pee other stuff. Yeah, you cut her up the groin real good like. Stop with the giggling. And I presume you stand up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Otherwise, she would get advantage attacking you. Yeah, Emma is surrendered. Jude has finished. Nevermore.
Alrighty, Nevermore is going to, first of all, move back to select move. I'm going to peek my head back out around, take another shot at this one here, the one that I shot before. Nothing spicy and exciting for me, with a 9, and I'm going to... oh, hang on. Trish, hello. Thought I'd come join you.
Good.
Yes, and that is literally my turn. Boom.
Sure. Nick doesn't like getting all these firebolts thrown at him, and he's quite irritated by the whole thing. So he's actually gonna maneuver himself over to here, and shoot at you guys outside, because he's like, I'm done with this. I am done with this. Does a 15 hit you, Nevermore?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's unfortunate. For It's 10 piercing damage.
And I'm down.
Oh.
Hello there, Trish.
How is it 10? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. Max damage. Yeah.
Oh no, son of Lazarus.
Oh.
Yeah,
don't say
tell
that.
them that.
I don't say that. That will get him killed.
Yeah. So Nevermore, you are passed out on the ground. Good job, Nick. Next is Wolfie. Wolfie is going to try to maul Helvig.
Who's a good boy? You are.
He's very good. Pair of sevens. Does
By
not succeed.
chance.
No, he does not. Lisa is going to attack as well. Short bow at Helvig.
She's doing so well on her birthday.
She is. That's a 19, which is not quite enough, unfortunately. Would have hit anybody else. Should have shot. Maybe. No, wouldn't have shot Jude. Gary is surrendered, so it's Frey's turn. Frey, who is looking real bad. She's holding her groin with one hand, but not in a nice way. And she
Think you should surrender.
she's like, do I look like the kind of person who surrenders? And she short swords you for a 12. And then she short swords you again for a 17.
Is my armor class.
Oh, she cleaves you for 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
And she's sort of, there's a feral grin in her features now. This is a death fight as far as she is concerned. She's having you for this. Gary has surrendered. It's Helvig's turn. It's also worth noting Nevermore is in a place that you can't see.
I know. Did I hear him go, ha?
I was like, "Hi, Trish."
You saw Nick going over there with the crossbow. Like, I'm having you.
Oh my goodness. Oh. We even have health potions for everyone. Oh.
Gary, do something.
Gary's like, these are my friends.
I didn't
can't-
actually say that.
Gary's like, what do you want me to do? Attack
can't
someone?
even. But I don't want to leave Jude behind and get
I'm fine.
mauled.
Dude, it's fine.
I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Big regret.
What's the worst that could happen? I'll roll a 1. That's fine.
No, don't do
You
that.
have to roll
don't
like
do
3
that.
ones for it to be like really bad.
I'm going to stab Chance
Ooh.
with a dagger, and I'm like, don't do this. Don't do this,
Sure.
Chance.
Oh, yeah, Chance takes 4 piercing damage. Ow. And Chance sort of reels back and is like, oh, so you do actually, all right, fine. And Chance is like, yeah, all right, come on then. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Come on, man. You don't need to be. Because I'm holding my
It's
dagger
like,
like.
you just stabbed me. What do I not
You
need to
stabbed
be?
me! You stabbed me first!
Yeah,
And my turn.
we're stabbing each other, but don't be like, oh, let's not do this. Stand back while I practice my stabbing. All right, it's back to the top of the order. Trish, unless Helvig, you have anything else you want to do.
Oh, actually, you know what? I continue to taunt Chance as I move. Yeah, come get me, ass hat.
So Wolfie is going to get an opportunity attack on you.
Yes, both of them do.
Oh my god, that's unfortunate.
Did he crit me?
No, but he got a 22
Oh, yikes! Yes.
for 9
Yes.
piercing damage.
Ow, Wolf! This is between Chance and me, Wolfie.
Are you disengaging from Chance? Because he's going to get to stab you too, right? So, Trish, you
So
got in
much
the front of
chemistry.
Nevermore. What are you doing?
All
There's
right.
a lot of chemistry. A lot of chemistry flying around.
I notice Helvig off to my left, and I yell at him, Nevermore's hurt. Because I
What?
can't heal him. Yeah, he's down, buddy. Then I use my bonus action to aim real good at the guy who hit Nevermore.
Nick. Yep, you do
Nick.
that. You shoot him.
Bloody hell, Nick.
You do
Oh
not hit
my
him.
goodness.
Ugh.
It's like the
No.
first time you've missed all fight, so, you know.
Had to happen eventually.
I'd suggest getting up in his face.
Get up
Just
in his way.
tactically, because you've got the hit points to spare. Just this is just Josh's thought.
Yeah, why not? All right, I'll get in his face and I'll say, "Don't hurt my friends."
Fair.
Can I try and intimidate him? Is that a
Yeah,
thing? I
you can.
do?
Yeah. you
Yeah.
can. Try and intimidate him.
Leave my friends alone, you piece of bandit trash.
It's a bit rich.
So spicy.
You, but yes.
Well, I'm trying to intimidate.
Yeah.
You gotta go hard.
It's quite intimidating. He it certainly gives him pause.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Next is Chance. And Chance like sees Helvig running off, and he's just like, "What? Are we done here?"
Oh.
he's-
No, bring it, you sluice cannon.
He's going to run after Helvig and make 2 dagger attacks. 16 and
No,
an 18.
no,
In fact, the 16 was a 16 or a 21 as well.
oh god.
Ping, ping. Yeah.
It's fine.
Jude, it is your turn. Frey is standing in front of you. She is very badly injured.
Yes. I'm going to stab her
Please do.
in the neck.
Okay.
And
Noted.
depending how it goes, it's slowly.
Look, sweetheart, if you hit, you kill her. Like, yeah.
Smite,
God.
smite.
No,
It's
don't
like-
waste the smite. But it's like because she has 1 hit point. But yeah, so you full on.
Yeah. I
You
want
full-on
to
decapitate.
hold it against her neck and just say, "You should have surrendered," and slowly pierce into her neck.
Oh. Okay. All right. So yeah, you do that, but to do that, you actually have to firstly sort of bring her to the point where she can't do
Yeah.
anything about it. So you
Quickly then.
your first cut is actually behind her knees, and she sort of drops down to her knees in front of you, bringing her to your eye level, and then you put your blade against her throat and say, "You should have surrendered," and then you run your blade across her neck very, very slowly. And Gary is watching the entire thing, and Frey Meriden dies. Okay. Good. Emma has surrendered. Jude, you have a bonus action if you want. That could have taken quite a while though, so I don't. If you have anything you'd like to do as a bonus action, you can try it. The wolf just saw you murder its master.
Yes. I don't think I can do anything.
Okay. Nevermore. I'm going to need a death saving throw, my friend. Oh dear.
Ba-ba-bum.
Yep, that's a 1 fail. Good. Nick.
Lying in the dirt like a peasant. Ah!
No, this is how my father told me it would end.
That's what you're concerned with? That's what you're concerned with?
Nick is going to make a short sword attack on Trish. An 11 doesn't hit. Wolfie is definitely going to attack Jude. It's going to be very lucky to hit though. 15 does not,
No,
which is lucky for you because he did 7 damage.
I would have been dead again.
Yeah, so the wolf has pounced upon you. Jude, can I get a can I get a strength save, please?
Yes. Strength save.
You pass it. That's fine. Yeah. It just sort of you turn and sort of tank the charge of the wolf that is easily bigger than you, and it sort of stops in its tracks, and you hear Lisa from the watchtower go, "Get him, Wolfie! Her, it, them."
Hi, Lisa. Happy birthday.
Thanks. And she's going to put an arrow to the string, and she's not going to shoot you because she's like, No, I just wished me happy birthday. I shouldn't. So she's gonna shoot Trish instead. Because shooting Helvig is doing nothing, apparently, so she's gonna try somewhere else. A 20 for 4 piercing,
Ooh,
Trish.
owie. Ow, ow, ow.
This
Boy.
one feathers itself in your shoulder. Hey, it's the first time she said anybody will fight. I was worried that it was like birthday blues. Frey is unconscious, well, dead. Gary is lying down and completely neutralized. Well done. Helvig, it is your turn.
I still can't see Nevermore.
You can see one of his feet.
Oh my
One
goodness.
of my claws
Twitching.
glistening in the moonlight.
Feebly twitching.
Oh,
Hear me
boy.
muttering peasants.
I mean, you can disengage and move away.
Do I need more?
I would say you can.
To heal
I
him?
would say you can see him from here.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You can use your bonus action heal
Yep.
thing. Yeah.
Oh. I do that.
You do that.
Wake up! This isn't part of the plan. Healing lights. For 5.
5. Nevermore. You are back to 5 hit points.
Back to life. All right.
And then,
Damn.
You know what, Mr. Chance? I'm just gonna.
Sam.
You should have just said you've had your chance.
But that's a you thing.
That's a Nevermore thing.
Sorry.
I'm
That was over.
gonna take the dodge action. How about that?
Okay. He has disadvantage on his attacks against you. Basically meaning he'll never hit. You do that. He is. You are.
I flip him off, but I don't know how to do it properly. Yeah.
It's because you've only got 3 fingers, so.
Yes.
You do that. Yeah. We go back to the top of the order. It's Trish.
All right, I'm gonna slash at this guy in front of me with my sword.
Yeah, you do that. 24. Oh, oh. Yeah.
I don't get
That'll do
sneak,
it.
do I?
And you
But
do not get sneak, I'm
That's
afraid.
okay.
Not on that one. 7. Yeah. Where do you hit him? How what is happening here?
Center of mass. I just slash at his chest.
I get 3 of them. Sorry.
Yeah, you do that. You cleave nicely into his chest. He's not down, I'm afraid, but he is sort of gushing blood. It's
I'm
a
gonna
real
use-
gusher.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and scamper behind the wall again.
Oh, sure. Okay. It's Chance's turn, and Chancey boy, is going to. Yeah, he's decided that Helvig is the dude he's going to fight. So he is going to dagger attack twice at Helvig with disadvantage. Yeah, a 12 or a 6 do not hit. Pity, because both of them were 3 hit points. Jude, it is your turn. Chance is also going to sort of swing around behind Helvig. He's dancing around you. He's trying to get up in your grill. He's going to take the help action on Helvig as well to sort of neutralize your disadvantage if Nick decides to attack you. All right, it's Jude's turn. There is an angry wolf, Jude.
Jude takes out as a bonus action. Jude takes out a bug bacon and cheese muffin in one
Sure.
hand, and if it does nothing, stab.
So, can you make me an animal handling check, please?
Okay.
The DC will be quite high.
Oh.
That's a shame.
Do I
that
have
is-
advantage because of the muffin?
No, it's the only reason you could do it at all. Is
I would argue it balances out with the disadvantage from
'Cause
killing
you-
its master.
Yeah. Whose body you are standing right next to? Whose blade it still wets your blade? Whose blood still wets your blade? Yeah, I'm
Yes.
afraid no. So you
I
stab?
stab.
Yeah, I thought so. No. Make an attack. 21 just hits. Yeah.
And I'm going to use Divine Smite.
Good. 8 piercing plus.
1,
I like it.
2, 3.
Oh shit, son! So wow, that's
15,
very good.
22.
22, yeah. It only had half that, so it dies. Where do you stab it? So actually, can I describe? Because I think I know exactly how this is going to work. You hold out the muffin. You can tell me otherwise, but I think this. You hold out the muffin, and then when it goes to have the muffin and your hand, you pull your hand away, and the sword is underneath, and it just sort of runs itself into the sword as it tries to eat the muffin.
Oh no! The muffin wasn't honest. Like, you could be my
Yeah,
friend.
but then it tried to bite your hand off and the muffin. All right, what are you gonna do?
What?
Dude, puppy murderer, you're killing it one way or the other, dude.
I'm going to just stab
It's not
it through
fatal.
the head. Just like a
It's not better.
just a stab.
Through the head.
Divine
did
smited it.
another
You
job.
did twice as much damage as it needed to die.
Yes.
Okay, you did that. It dies. Yeah, I'll never argue again about. You're like, no, stab. That's better, apparently.
I
Okay,
didn't take the muffin, so I had to.
yeah. Next is Emma, who surrendered very wisely. Nevermore, you are lying down on 5 hit
Yep.
points.
You grotty little bastard! And I'm going to point my hand, just slap it on top of my book,
Pew, pew, pew.
staying prone, and just shoot. We're gonna go magic missiles.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
go two at the Jabane and 1 at the map
Excellent
hatch.
choice. Excellent choice. Roll the damage.
Okay. What do we got? 4 per dart.
4 per
So,
dart.
8 to that one and 4 to this one.
So the dart that takes Nick takes him in the cheek, and he just sort of goes limp and collapses. And Chance takes 2 to the shoulder, and it really throws him off balance. He's not dead, but he is very badly injured. And Lisa.
And I'll just crawl back along the ground and like put my body against the wall, like.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, that's me.
Sure, you
Dramatic.
do that. Lisa.
It's your birthday.
Would you like
Lisa's,
a muffin for your birthday?
Lisa says, yeah, let's say a muffin and I surrender. I
Okay.
surrender. Okay. I'm going to put my sword and my bow down. And I'm going to come down and have the muffin. So she does that. She comes over
Do you
to you and
need
has the
any
muffin.
healing?
She's like, no, actually, I'm fine. It's kind of nice. Yeah, are you okay?
I'm very hurt.
All right. Would you like me to help with that? I'm
Sure.
yeah. So like it has no practical use, but she's like, oh, that's very nasty, and begins bandaging your wounds.
Aw.
And then it's Gary. He's unconscious. Well, Gary is still lying on the ground. He's not unconscious. He's just surrendered. Frey is dead. Helvig. There is an angry Jabine in front of you. He's like, I'll bring you down with me, you son of a... Get out of that. Stop with your spite. Jesus.
I turn around because he's behind me, so I see Lisa coming down, and I just think like, now you surrendered, not with the scary tree man. That's okay. I guess that's fine. Also, you're healing them. Aren't you supposed to be the bad ones? Stab. Chance.
Very well. Stab Chance. Make an attack roll.
10. I'm not looking, so I'm like,
Yeah,
aren't
that's
you
probably
supposed to
why.
be
It
the
was
bad
just-
ones?
You just sort of
Wait.
slash at Chance while you present your spines.
Wait.
Yeah, he you do not hit him. Do you do anything else?
No.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Very well. Trish, back to you.
All right, I run on up to this Jabine boy and I say, all of your friends have died or surrendered. Which are you going to do?
Definitely one of those two.
That's right. Okay. I gave you your shot, buddy, and I short sword him.
All right. No, he says,
Oh.
okay, I surrender.
Okay. Good. I will keep my eyes on you.
This is the one that threatens cannibalism, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my, yes.
Okay.
Trish, I don't know if you're aware, but this
Whose turn
distributing
it is
threatened
now?
cannibalism.
It's now his
Listen.
turn, yeah?
Yeah.
We've all said wild shit in the heat of battle, guys.
Yeah, and Chance then stabs Trish.
That's
But
what
you
I
believe
get
it.
for trying to be nice.
The first one misses, but the second one hits.
You. Ugh.
You take 5 piercing damage.
I'm gonna squash your little ass.
Um,
Right.
I'm
Heat
not
of battle,
down
yeah?
yet.
no, you're not. Yeah. Trish, I will allow you to have prepared an attack because
Yes.
it did feel rather like you were like, okay, good.
I was gonna. Yeah. Okay.
You may make your prepared attack at Chance.
I stab him right in his traitorous face.
Very well, you do that.
That's right, I do.
Let me just check. Yeah, 16 hits. I think you'll be doing extremely poorly to not kill him. 7, yeah, the blade just goes straight in through one of his eyes and he stabs you and he's like, ha ha!
Ugh.
Yeah, you bring him down, and there's one potential cannibal who will not be troubling anybody.
Thought you were gonna get the drop on me, huh?
At this point, everybody has either surrendered or died. You have managed to preserve 3 of them, which is more than I thought you'd manage. Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody, no one in your party is completely unconscious. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will take a break. That was pretty hectic. If the stream goes down, it's because Veg is performing routine maintenance. And we will be back in 5 to 10. How are we enjoying the night? It's been good seeing you all there. We shall see you again soon.
I did not kill anyone.
Hey, good job.
Look at me. Look at
You
me go.
almost killed
Progress.
Chance, but yeah,
I killed a ton of people, but they all deserved it.
you killed a lot of people. Yeah. All right. Take us away, Mr. Ahoy, mateys. What do we think of the Hero Forge ad? So we are sponsored by Hero Forge for some of our games. I believe Academy of Xandar is sponsored by Hero Forge. No, okay. I must be thinking.
Scales Above. I
Scales Above, that's the one. Yeah. I think that's why it was stuck in my head, because it was the one I watched most recently. Yeah. Scales Above is sponsored by Hero Forge. They are on Saturday morning, and it is a continuation of Nova One's long-running campaign. It's Rise of Tiamat, but set in his own homebrew world. And the character art is amazing. The role-playing is hilarious. Yeah, really good. You should check it out. So, when we left you, everybody was nearly dead. Yeah, the fight had sort of gone out of the people in this particular camp. What do you do?
So did you have anything fun planned for your birthday?
And you say this to Lisa, who is Mapatch, who is bandaging your nasty shoulder wound. She's actually taken off part of your armor to get at it, and she's like, "Is it okay if I just lift this up so I can?" And she says, "No. We might have had drinks when we got back to our camp, but no, this whole thing is sort of, you don't really have time for birthdays when you're doing
At war. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us surrender and stuff, though.
Of course.
Yeah, well, not of course, though. This is the thing. Yeah, not everyone would let us. You can still hear the sounds of battle going on outside this particular camp.
Yeah. Look, while that conversation's going on, Jude's getting bandaged up, I'll walk into the camp, I'll spot Frey's body, and then I'm going to clear my throat, and as loud as I possibly can, I want to shout out, "Frey Meriden has been defeated!"
Can I get a performance check, please, and nevermore?
Absolutely. And we didn't clarify, by the way, whether or not that re-roll up the top was removed or I got a new one. I don't know.
I'm uncertain.
Yes. Let's see. See if it's even necessary.
See if it's
19!
No, it's all good. Yeah.
I do like a little Eldritch
Pew,
Blast.
pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow it. So, yeah, Helvig lights off a bunch of fireworks, and you can hear the sounds of... It starts out as it's like a wave crashing. It starts slow and it builds as you hear this... more and more people take up the same cry. Frey Meriden is dead. Frey is dead. Frey is dead. And it spreads across the battlefront that you are in the center of. And the clattering and banging of blade on blade and wood on wood, spears and shields, and crying of people getting injured and killed slowly sort of brings itself, the crescendo. What's the reverse of a crescendo?
Diminuendo.
Yeah, a diminuendo.
Diminuendo.
I believe that's actually a thing. It peters out and is replaced with the low moaning of the injured and often sobbing and weeping of those who left behind. You hear the occasional cry for help, and it's replaced with a different kind of industrious, busy noise, where the victors are taking the defeated prisoners. They're all rounded up. You can see Riffin with his sword out, gesturing at a trio of prisoners from the end camp. In one of them is the raptor lady that you saw before, Trish. She is badly injured, and it looks like she and Riffin had a one-on-one fight that she came out very much the worse of. But she's not dead, and Riffin sort of gestures to her to take a seat in front of him. It doesn't look like he's going to be violent with her, and there seems to be very much a mutual respect between them. But yeah, she is definitely sort of surrendered, and it looks like she may well have instructed her followers to do the same, as they are actually following her. And she says, you can see her sort of talking to them when he gives her instructions, they follow them. Looking out the other gate, Nevermore, you can see Claire rounding up, Claire with her coterie of perch guard, rounding up all the humble folk and the bandits. There is also a distinct gap. The perch guard, the professional soldiers, are keeping the Alderheart civilians, the militia, and the people who got riled up and ready to come out here, apart from the bandits. The professional soldiers are being more professional about this. Medics scamper about, attending to those who are in need of healing. And Claire walks over to you, Nevermore, shouting orders as she comes.
I'll just make you aware as well. The whole time while I've been observing, I've just been doing my usual routine of mending, prestidigitating, cleaning myself, so I look pristine as per usual. So
except that you are still badly burnt.
Oh well, yes, I'm burnt, but it's kind of covered a little bit, and I've got a flesh wound, but
it's dark. You'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Noted. Thank you.
At least my clothes are on point.
Helvig, what do you do while all this is happening?
I first immediately check if anybody in the party is hurt, or looks really, really bad.
Trish is extremely badly hurt. Nevermore and Jude were knocked unconscious at one point, and you yourself are actually really quite badly hurt too. You took a couple of hits to the soft gap.
Self-care abandoned for my party. I would cast Cure Wounds on who's lower, who looks more worse. I'd cast Cure Wounds on Trish because
Trish is the lowest.
I'm
being
1 HP
bandaged.
and an arrow sticking out of my shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'll use my last.
Your last
Cure Wounds on
healing.
Trish. My last healing light on Nevermore because he's cool.
Because Jude can heal herself.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, Helvig.
And also she's being bandaged, so I'm not too concerned.
Oh,
Oh,
6.
nice heal.
Wonderful.
Look at that. And then
Thank you,
I kind
Helvig.
of just clockwork go around, still limping, trying to help the medics. Not really trained in medicine, but if they're ask get me a hot bowl of water or something.
So you're leaving this particular camp to go around and help the wider area?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that to Nevermore.
Okay. It's not like we can miss this shiny silver thing walking around in the camp.
He still looks like a bush as well.
That's true. Just don't go too far away. Call out for you and come back.
Okay.
Good things, Helvig. Helvig.
Yeah.
You're a hero. And I'll just pat you on the back of the head and push you off.
And actually, Claire is approaching when you two are having this conversation, and she says, "Damn right you are. You all are. You killed Frey Meriden."
Well,
I wince a bit and then I go.
Actually, there's more. Jude, to be honest. Jude
Really?
kind of ran in there and stabbed some more. And anyway,
the potato sack fellow.
Yes, the potato sack. Please come, follow me. We'll assess the situation and show you Frey is actually dead. Kind of lead Frey in. Yeah.
What were you doing during this?
As soon as the battle was done, I sat down on the floor and tried to pull the arrow out of my shoulder, just sort of rested. But once people started coming up and chatting, I'm just sort of trailing along behind whatever Nevermore's doing. Just to listen in on the conversation in case anything important happens, but I'm pretty low on energy, so I'm just sort of listening.
Yeah, cool. All right. Cool. Jude, you can see Claire coming back in. You hear Nevermore tell her that it was you who slew Frey Meriden. The body of Frey is sitting at your feet as you sit next to Lisa on the log where she is sort of fixing you up.
I subtly use lay on hands on myself, so it looks like she's doing a better job than she is.
Yeah, all the bleeding stops. You can restore yourself to almost full, I think, with lay on hands.
I can, yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, wow, you heal really fast.
Thank
Um,
you.
And Gary says from the ground, can I get up?
Oh,
like-
yes, of course. I forgot you were there. Hi.
And he comes over and he says, you were really amazing in that. That was, incredible. I've never seen anyone stand up to Frey like that.
I had a list.
Of what?
People that did bad things that I needed to fight.
Sure. Wow. And she was on it?
She was the only name.
Oh, so no more list.
No more list.
Well, I guess that must be nice. So what happens now? And he actually looks over at Nevermore and Claire as you guys approach. And Claire says, well,
It's definitely Frey.
you're going to be arrested. And he goes, oh, better than being killed, I suppose.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Would you like a muffin?
How did the rest of the fighting go, Claire?
It was rough, but nowhere near as bad as it could have been. Your advice, Nevermore, did help. When they saw they could surrender, they started to.
I made multiple attempts up here, but unfortunately they weren't having any of it until Frey was gone. So...
Gary says at that point, he says, "Oh, well, so, like, we're this camp was phrased like in a circle."
I see.
Yeah.
Loyal, thick as thieves, as it would
Well,
be.
like,
Bandits thick as thieves.
got it. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I was just trying to move past it. Gary says, "Yeah, I mean, until I saw this." Okay, I'm going to ask. You're a girl? Jude. Okay, good. Like, not that there would have been a problem if you were a boy. It's just that's not really the way I normally go. I was just like, wow, if that's a boy, he's cute ass. But no, that's cool.
Jude's blushing.
So, like, and then he says to Claire, so, like, prison we talking? Like, what's the punishment here? Like, I mean, would it help if I told you where all the loot is?
Ooh, loot.
That would be mitigating, yes.
And Claire goes, I'm assuming it's mostly in these carts. And he goes, oh, I mean, yeah, most of it is, yeah.
He told us.
I mean,
didn't lie.
but also some of the tents will probably have some stuff. Like, I know we were keeping, there's like the foodstuffs and most of the like larger valuables are in the carts for obvious reasons. But and then he points at the tent that Emma went into, and says, but in that one there was a chest of just coins. Don't know how much, but you know, if that helps at all. Like, I get it. We yeah.
It's okay. I'll visit you in prison.
And this actually elicits a small smile from him, like, because he's pretty flat, but he's like, I'd like that. Yeah. Trish,
Sorry.
are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Can you make me an investigation check, please?
Yes. I think I've perked up at the mention of loot.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting you to make this roll.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Oof.
No, you don't notice it.
Gosh darn.
Yeah, that's the dice saying no.
really distracted by this arrow on my shoulder. Just
And Claire says, "Well, I'll send Garp to take possession of your prisoners. It's not really something. I mean, you're not like actually like official Alderheart people, like employees of the city. Like, so you're not. You
Understood. You have to maintain a face. It's all good. Understood.
Claire,
Yeah.
Lisa did a really good job of healing me after the battle. I think that should also be taken into consideration of her help. And also, it's her birthday today.
And Claire goes, "Huh.
Happy birthday, Lisa."
Do you actually?"
Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa.
And Lisa's like, "This is the weirdest birthday."
One to be remembered.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna live to remember it. And then she looks at Claire, right? And Claire's like, "Yeah. So I'm just gonna go and get some people to take them into custody.
Okay.
If
What
you
would
have
you like
any,
us to do?
heal your wounds. Anybody who's good at medicine, healing, there are other injured. Both sides.
Helvig's already off doing that.
They're being looked at now, and everyone's being treated. And she says, "Lisa, if you're good with healing, then you can go and assist. That would be appreciated. In fact, come with me." So, yeah, Lisa goes with Claire, and Claire hands her off to one of the medics. Lisa has been disarmed, and you see her assisting one of the medics.
Lisa is such a fun girl. I like her. She's nice.
Yeah.
Do you need somebody to watch the chest of gold before somebody gets here to look after that? I'm more than happy to sit on top of it.
Well, Claire's gone.
Sat on gold before.
What do we do with the bodies?
The bodies do not appear to be being dealt with right now.
And Frey's?
It's just lying there. Jude, make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm going into the chest into the freaking tent with gold.
Okay, you do that. Wow. 2. Nope, you don't see it either.
Jude's
I mean,
not very smart.
no.
Jude is just sitting with Gary.
Yeah. Nevermore, you go in and find the chest. What's your intention?
I'm just
regarding the chest?
I'm just gonna look around, make sure there's nothing of any kind of note or value or any kind of cool little baubles, and then I'm just gonna literally sit down on top of the chest to make sure that nobody fucks with the chest.
Okay, investigation check.
Sure. With my +6 in investigation, 26.
There you go.
Did I spot the thing that they missed outside as well?
I mean, you are unfortunately in the tent.
Damn it!
As you went inside, you do notice that the boots, the gerbine that was death fighting was wearing, look, just your magic senses tingle when you see them. You think maybe those are magical boots. And then as you go inside, you do notice tucked, it looks rather like, so when you go inside, Emma, the one who surrendered and crawled in there, she looks up and she goes,
No harm.
No, that's cool. I was just bandaging the wounds I received, and you don't even have to make a roll for it. She definitely was doing that, but she was also doing something else. She is sitting on a very specific spot on the floor, and as you walk past her, she swivels whilst remaining seated on that spot.
Okay. Okay. Just to bring to your attention, the moment I would have seen those shoes, I would have walked over, yanked the shoes off the gerbine's feet, and then walked into the tent because then I can like identify them and like observe them or whatever. And then I sit down on the chest of gold. Prisoners are outside. Out you go.
And she nods, and she gets up, and you can see her looking around like, is there something I can put on top of this spot that would look like it's supposed to be there, and I was just getting up?
Out now.
And she's like, yeah, okay, and gets up and leaves.
And I'll walk over to the spot.
And the spot is very clearly she's dug a hole and put something in it.
Yeah. And what might I find in there?
A small sack containing gems. Rough guess. It's impossible to tell just at a sight. A small collection of gemstones. All looks like they've been pried out of things, like they were cut for specific things. Probably about 250 gold pieces worth of value of gemstones in there.
All right. I'm going to actually put that in my cloak.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that in my robes. I'm just going to sit down on top of the chest.
The chest is not locked as well.
I'm not even going to open it. I'm just going to sit on it. I don't want to. I don't want to trigger anything that I don't want to trigger. I don't want to look at the gold. It's not my gold.
Yep. The boots, on the other hand, as soon as you take them off the Jerbean's feet, they become not boots designed for Jerbeans. It's quite noteworthy. A lot of different humble folk have different shaped feet. The feet of a Mapatch and the feet of a Jerbeen are different to that of a hedge. Very, very different to that of any bird person. And a servant's feet and a Vulpin's feet are different again. Vulpin's feet actually look rather more like paws, whereas Jerbeans and to a lesser degree Mapatch have a little bit more sort of mousy-like feet. So these ones, they look like Jerbeen shoes, and then as soon as you take them off, they become just sort of foot wrappings. They stop being shoes. They sort of fall apart. It looks to you very much like they could reform. If somebody else put them on, they would reshape themselves to look like that shoes fit for that kind of person.
All right. Well, I should probably find out what else they do in terms of if there's some sort of magical effect before I put it on somebody's feet and chop their feet off, just like Helvig with the necklace.
With an Arcana of 18, you do remember that the Jerbeen who was wearing them was very nimble.
Interesting.
But Jerbeens are inherently quite nimble, but you can.
I'll spend some time with it, and then once I know what it is, I'll just give it to whoever it's most applicable for.
Sure.
Cool.
It's all right. Anybody else? Who else is doing stuff? Trish, what are you doing?
I want to check out Frey Merridin's tent.
Oh yeah,
I haven't gone in there yet, and if that's her tent, she's the boss. Maybe she'll have the most valuable stuff.
All right, go inside and make an investigation check, please.
All right.
As you go in, like Frey is next to the door of her tent. You don't find anything inside of any value. She doesn't appear to. There is a cot, like 2 travel beds, and a pile of it's like someone has piled hay into a nest that probably you imagine would be the wolf's bed, and it's at the foot of one of the 2 travel cots. There's also a table with a map on it, but it's a map of this general area. Leading to Alderheart. Doesn't give any clues about where they came from. You do see on that table, however, a bronze ring.
Ooh.
It is studded with rubies.
Ooh. All right.
From that roll, you rough guess somewhere between 450, 500 gold pieces worth of ring.
All right. I'm gonna pick it up. Put it in my pocket.
Yeah. As you walk back out, a little disappointed that that's all you found, that there wasn't more shinies in there. You also notice the short sword that Frey fought Jude with is really nice. And the reason you notice this is because you were a former bandit. This is an official bandit captain's sword. This is they're not like churned out. These are handmade and gifted to senior bandit leadership. Any other bandit who saw a bandit, a self-identifying bandit with a blade like that, would assume that they are a bandit leader.
Well, gee, that might come in handy. I think I'll be having that.
Yeah, it's a real nice blade, and Gary is sitting with Jude, and presumably talking. Shortly after Nevermore goes into the tent, Jude, you see a disgruntled and concerned-looking Emma emerge from it, and sit down opposite you guys, next to the fire, and just look into the flames, really quite disgruntled, and she looks quite badly hurt as well, because she is.
Do you need healing?
And she's like, I mean, if there's any on offer.
Yeah. I think I have a spell left.
I was like, why did it go oddly quiet for? I was freaking out for a second.
Are you
there.
curing wounds on her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Or
Yeah.
can I just like bandage her neck or something?
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
she did it.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. I'll just try and do like a medicine.
Can I get a medicine check? Yeah. With advantage. Gary will come over and help.
Huzzah.
Not great.
Yeah, you just sort of wrap the wounds and in bandages, and she's like, thanks.
Here's a muffin.
And she takes the muffin and says, can you not be so nice?
What do you mean?
She's like, I'd really hoped we could get this back to the stronghold. This would have done a lot of good there. Everything we stole.
I think that how you do things tells a lot about someone. If your intentions are just and want to be helpful, then you shouldn't take things from other people. But I'll make you a promise. I will try and help in any way that I can. Because I believe that everyone deserves help, especially with the fires and the death. That is what I want.
I appreciate what you're saying. I do. And I will hold it. I will hold you to it.
Deal.
And she takes your hand and she shakes it. And she says, so you guys have the look of adventurers about you. If in your travels you should come across the stronghold, my mum and dad are there with my brother. The surname is Carpenter. It's Sally and Rufus Carpenter.
Okay.
Just
do you have something that you want me to give them? Or a keepsake?
I don't have anything nothing like that. That's not what I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to survive this. So.
Oh, yes,
great.
Of course.
So I don't need you to put a message.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell them I'm okay and I'm sorry I couldn't come back. I get what you said about the way things are done, but tell me, little mouse, what other choice did we have? When the government doesn't help, when there are fires and refugees and there's no one to help, and you're asking for help, and no one does, what were we supposed to do? Just die? Just let our families die? Be burned? We went to the bandits, some of us because we wanted to steal, but not all of us.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not from here, and everything is very new, and I didn't think that I would be in war, but you know what? I will find out, and I will find a better way so that we all have safety and food and the things that we need to survive as a people. United, not in trees or in tents or I don't know, but I will do my best. Because like my hero and god, just Gaspard, I will be mighty.
Okay. Well, I'll hold you to it.
Okay.
Thank you. Because you're the first person I've heard from all the heart who's listened. Helvig.
Yep.
What do you do?
I'm going around helping out the medics. Still a bushman.
And you're drawing a few looks. You are drawing a few sort of
I try and little like a firefly nest, I guess, or I just kind of like leave a trail as I walk.
You definitely do that. It certainly attracts some attention. Yeah, you do that. I'm sorry, Trish, I do apologize. The other thing you notice about Frey is that she's wearing studded armor, studded leather. It's a bit cut up, but it's very nice. It's a nice suit of armor. Helvig, you come across, in your travels, you see Riffin. Riffin is overseeing the guards on a group of injured bandits, including the raptor person that Trish said she knew. The less injured bandits are helping deal with the more injured bandits. But there is also a couple of perch guard who appear to be medics who are assisting with that as well. They've already seen to their wounded, but they are now assisting the bandits. And Riffin says, evening, lad. Good job there. Well done.
Evening. I glance down at the bandits and I glance back up at Riffin.
Mm-hmm.
How did it go on your end?
Yeah, this one gave me a good fight, didn't you, lass? And the raptor looks up and says, he's impressive. But we were outmatched. Riffin says, don't take it too hard. Mightier men than you have fallen before my blade. So, what can I do for you, lad?
I don't say anything, but I kind of look around to see if he has, like, for lack of a better word, assaulted a bandit.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
And given the way that the former bandit lieutenant is interacting with him, it seems like he's been pretty easygoing on it. What you do notice, however, is that he is not turning his back on any bandit. He is keeping them all in his eye line. And I'm not just saying like people are guarding him. Guards, yeah. He is incredibly alert. He is. Yeah.
Like if I would have had to walk around, he would still talk to me but not look at me. So
Yeah. He is arguably more alert than he was before the fight.
I feel like it's more on what I can do for you, Mr. Riffin. You seem to be on edge.
Ah, lad. Just, old habits. Hard to get out of. You can?
Yeah, but you can get out of them.
Aye. Well, I'm an old bird. Been stabbed in the back by someone who surrendered more than once. And whilst I don't think these lot are going to try that, it's hard to not worry.
Well, I hope that they will prove you wrong today.
I hope so
I kind
too.
of just look over at all the bandits.
And he does turn his head to face you. Only briefly, but he does. It's like, he looks at you and there's a genuine sort of I hope so too.
Well, I still look like a bush person, and I do not know if this was a good idea to begin with, Mr. Riffin, but if there's anything else at all, let me know. It's hard to miss the glowing spiky bush.
Aye, it is. You make an impression, lad. Aye, we'll all be all right here, shan't we, Tamara? And he says that to the raptor, and she nods. So I'm going to say, unless there's anything more anybody wants to do, that we will head back to Alderheart now.
I'm going to take that armor off Frey Meriden, because...
Sure. You come back out of the tent, and Lisa and Gary just sort of watch you doing that and don't make any comment on it. Yeah. Leaving the traces of the battle behind, the remainder of the Perch Guard and the militia return to Alderheart. The captives are sort of grouped together and held in the middle of the convoy, but there is a respectful distance kept between them and the guards. They have been disarmed, but not mistreated in any way that you can see beyond the fighting that happened before their surrender. Honoring the sacrifice of the fallen of both sides are transported on makeshift stretchers. Those bandits that can are doing the carrying, but there is not nearly enough of them. So some of the Perch Guard and a lot of the citizens are also doing some of the carrying. Those who cannot carry themselves are carried along as well, and other injured are helped along their way. Despite heavy losses, you and your companions are welcome back to Alderheart heroes. You reach the gate, and a cry is taken up by first one watchman and then many, as the whole city seems to roar its approval at your deeds. The council speaker, Bitter, is actually on the gate as you come in and says, well done. Well done, all of you. You honor us with your sacrifice. I'm glad so many could be convinced to lay down their arms. And then she sees you guys. And you can see Claire, who was leading the convoy, is in quiet conversation with her, mutters something in her ear, and she says, I see. I would request Nevermore and party to attend the council, let's say late afternoon, so you can rest up. It looks like you've all had a bit of a night. You would do us much honor if you attended us later.
Formal bow. I'm assuming we're off at a distance. They can't really hear us.
You're 20, 30 meters away. This is
okay.
as you're coming in through the gate.
No, I'll bow down, and it will be so.
And she bows back and then turns and leaves. A lot of the citizenry have come out to assist in the caring for the people who are returning. You return to your lodgings, I assume.
Oh, far out.
Along the way, I'm like, I debush.
Yeah.
I say goodbye to
will help.
Gary.
You
Will help
well,
as well.
you debush yourself, and Fancy greets you at the door, and says, "Oh, my goodness, come quickly, please." And she has run baths for all of you.
I miss baths.
And you are bathed. Well, you are given space to bathe. And she says, "Now I should tell you, I will not accept a penny from any of you. You are heroes, you hear me? Heroes. Not a penny in rent for 1 week."
Okay, that's a threat. I'm not going to.
And I will end the session there, I think. It's also worth noting that we will level up.
Oh, can you just tell me what the boots were?
Boots of speed.
Boots of speed.
Yeah.
It's not the striding and springing. What's
No.
boots of speed?
Boots of speed. You click your feet together and you double your movement for the next minute. I believe it's once you're attuned. You can click your feet together, double your movement for the next minute, and enemies have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you.
Wait, so I can be Sonic?
Yeah, you literally could be Sonic. What's even better is those are supposed to be there. I didn't put them in there thinking of Helvig. Those came with the campaign.
Well, we'll discuss the
it. I mean, they're Nevermore's, technically speaking. He was the one who found them.
Yeah.
That's all right. Of course.
Two other
Nevermore
people
handed them over.
failed the investigation roll epically. Like Frey had a magic thing as well, but you didn't get it because you got a 1. I'm sorry.
That's
yeah.
fair.
Okay, so yeah, that is the end of the session. Large enough to actually wear them. No, they were on a Jervine, but they are magic boots, so they change shape every time somebody else puts them on. When you attune to them, anybody can put them on. So, ladies and gents, that is our heroes up to level 3, and we will do the level up next week during the table talk, which is appropriate. So.
Oh, people are going to be picking their archetypes. Some people are.
Some people are. Their vows, their holy oaths, whether or not to become a swashbuckler.
I get my pact.
You get your pact.
Pact.
Pack her up, boys.
Time for a sacrificial dagger.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. All right. Favorite moments, ladies and gentlemen. Favorite moments. I think we should go with AJ first. Because Jude's always got loads, so it should be easy to start off with. AJ, favorite self moment?
Gary.
Hey?
Flirting with Gary.
Flirting with Gary, yeah.
I think it was the moment I said that that Jude blushes when she sees a male Jabin, and you were just like, what?
You used to live in a whole village of them.
Wasn't allowed outside.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So the first guy you ever saw, you're like, bit of a crush on that. Yeah, cool. That was my one too. Actually, I'm going to go next because I do have one. My favorite was next to that when you were flirting with Gary and you just yeeted a javelin behind your back and critted with it. And you're like, oh, maybe you should surrender. And he's like, yeah, maybe I fucking should. Jesus Christ. Yeah, very good. Anybody else? Like, what do you reckon? Favorite AJ moment?
Who, sorry?
Mitch, Helvig, anyone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
so it's just open to the table.
I was just about to say, honestly, always with the cupcakes.
That's
and
what
the
I was gonna
muffins.
say.
Yeah, and just like pulling out a freaking bacon?
Bug bacon.
Bug back bacon muffin.
I was like, just
Always with the
muffin
muffins.
versatility.
Yeah.
There's a muffin for every
I'd like to
situation.
think like your pocket has its own little pocket dimension. That
So-
you just
It's
store
a
muffins
pocket
in.
of holding, but just
I have
muffin.
I
Just
have
for
made
muffins.
a couple of fun magic items in the past. One of them was a jar of infinite marmalade.
Nice.
But it's a jar of marmalade holding. You can fit an infinite amount of marmalade in it, but it doesn't come with an infinite amount of marmalade in it. You have to acquire the marmalade and put it in there.
Love that.
When my dad acquired it, it only had about 3 jars worth of marmalade in there. But he has, whenever he gets to a new place, he buys all the marmalade in the entire town. And not jam, marmalade. Yeah. I love pointless magic items. Favorite moment, Helvig or Trish? Of
Well,
AJ.
I was
Yeah?
going to say the flirting, but that's already been taken. So I'm gonna go with the vicious crotch shot. Just
Yeah.
such a visceral image of my mind of just getting her right in the artery. Horrible.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Nasty.
I was gonna say more the other end instead of the first blow, the last blow.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
Because I went full bore with it, but only because Jude had already said no, I want to do this slow like. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a bit messed up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cool. Good. All
aside
right.
from the muffins.
Yeah, muffin's always good. I liked trying to tame the wolf as well. That was fun. Okay, next let's talk about Trish, baby. Rachel, tell me your favorite moment.
My favorite moment was when we were down to one enemy and I gave him a chance to surrender and he didn't. And then it bit me in the butt, but he couldn't kill me, so I killed him first. That was fun.
Got you to 1 as well. I was like, oh. He's
If
not
he
that-
knocked me out, I would have been livid, Josh.
You would have known what Griffin felt like.
Yeah.
I love how aggressive you got. Like, slowly but surely, Rachel just descended into this just aggressive map patch, which was hilarious to watch it unfold.
Yeah. Rogues are scary. Lower level rogues particularly fucking scary. Like rogues are very, very dangerous early level, particularly when you're picking your target for the sneak attack bonus is always good. Well done. Well played. I think my note would be you've gotten your head around the game really well. This is a Rachel note. You've actually you've worked the mechanics quite well now. It's really cool to see because you're quite new to the game, and I think you've learned really well how to utilize Trish in a very effective manner.
Oh, good.
That was exactly how rogues are played, and you played it real good. You made my life very hard. Like that and my shitty dice rolling. Yeah, like.
Yeah, unfortunate, Josh. For you.
No,
yes.
look, honestly, that was about as close as it could have been and should have been. That's that's the kind of fight we want. That was close.
Yeah, that was even with freaking Silver Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I got 3 hit points left.
Yeah. No one came out of it with double digits, and that's what we want. Okay. Who else reckons Trish did good?
I just like that Trish came to Nevermore's aid. Nevermore was standing out in the middle, and then Trish was like, "Oh, I feel bad." Came back, and then I left Trish. Then Trish got arrowed.
Oh, wow.
Don't stand
My
by the
bad.
doorway.
Surprise.
Better you than me.
Wow. My favorite Trish moment is Trish coming in and out of cover, and every time she comes back there's more. And we're like, what is happening?
Coming from, and the obvious answer being the tents.
The tents.
Yeah, no, that was lovely.
What's going on?
Have we had an AJ one?
Yes.
My memory is very short.
Yeah, the,
Cool.
the
Yes.
aggressive.
All right, very
aggression.
good.
Rage.
Oh yeah. The rage, the aggression. Yes.
So much aggression.
Also, don't forget to throw them up in chat. If you enjoy people's things, tell us in chat, and we will read them out. All right.
Well,
So it's Rich. That's so fucking weird. Wish I could
Talk to
stay
me.
that long.
Talk to me.
Well, no, you
like
tell
the
us.
big
What was your favorite
mustache?
Nevermore thing?
Let me tell you the favorite thing that Nevermore did. Honestly, I feel like further character development, Nevermore's first 2 turns, really, other than the opening huzzah with the firebolt,
Yeah.
the first 2 turns
You didn't do
were
anything
spent doing something that Lazarus would not.
Yeah, absolutely.
And attempts were made not just once and then I threw it away. I made the attempt twice. So
Yeah,
I feel
and
like
it
that
worked.
is a Nevermore growth moment. So that's why. Yeah.
And also, it worked. You
It
subdued,
did, yeah. Or Emma, exactly. Subdued Emma, at least.
You subdued Emma.
So-
The other 2 had basically it worked on Emma because she'd taken damage. If the other 2 had been hurt, it would have worked on them as well. I rolled 2 for it, and one of them was the damaged roll, and the other was the not damaged roll. So the other 2 did not surrender, and one of them did wind up surrendering as well. So yeah, balancing that's interesting. But that was really cool. Yeah. Rach, what do you
I
reckon?
feel like Nevermore didn't do an awful lot else tonight other than throw firebolts, fall down, and
And
Well,
take some hits.
I liked when you went into that tent and the surrendered Math Hedge was clearly
Yes.
hiding something, and you were like, "Get out of here!"
26 investigation, little shit, get out.
What? What are you talking about? What?
Leave the gems.
Yeah, that was really good. I really liked.
I'm sorry. Lake Jared's question's amazing. What does animal handling do when you're an animal? Is that like a massage skill? That's amazing.
There's a line, Elite Jared. That's there are people, and then there are animals. It's still very much.
I
Yeah.
have proficiency in animal handling.
So just an elite masturbator,
Wonderful.
self-handling.
Not self-handling.
No, that's weird. Yeah, you will fit in here well, Elite Jared. Yes, yeah, that was great. I enjoyed. Yeah, anybody else have nice things to say about Nevermore?
Mine is the same as Shannerhose in chat.
What do they say?
And ending the battle, like shouting, like proclaiming, the one
Yeah.
who proclaimed,
Yeah,
and like is the one who ceased everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as part of it's just very cool that you also are the one that minimize the casualties that way to, like, you know, divert from your father and things like that. So yeah, Shannerhose, we got you. I also thought that. That's cool.
yeah, cool. AJ, do you have anything to add about Nevermore?
Yes, I really liked him stealing or pocketing the gems.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is with every single one of you, but like we are
Oh, well,
punishing people for stealing stuff and then we're stealing stuff. Like
You're
Excuse me, I
assuming-
haven't
you're
stolen
assuming
anything.
I'm not going to show you the gems afterwards. Of course I'm going to.
I don't know. Jude doesn't know. But Jude watched Trish like take
Grab a ring.
the armor off of Frey.
Hey, Frey was evil though. Like, I had a whole internal monologue. She was mean, so it's okay. She's not using it. What's she gonna do with it?
Like, yeah, no one said shit. Like, this is sort of, it's, it's an interesting dilemma. I really do enjoy that. Yeah, it's fun to see people wrestle with that.
I wasn't there. Plausible deniability.
Cool. My favorite Nevermore moment was bringing Claire in, and that whole sort of his initial reaction to seeing that it was displayed. It was really nicely face acted. Seeing, like, I was painting the picture and you were reacting to what you were seeing, and because this is probably Nevermore's first time seeing battle, like the aftermath of full-scale battle, and it's probably the first time for all of you, except actually Helvig's seen the aftermath of a fairly full-scale battle.
Ooh,
So yeah, that was really cool. I really like that.
thank you.
Anybody else, or shall we move on to Jude? No, we've had Jude.
To Helvig.
Helvig.
Also, I'll just say immediately, Helvig, thank you for the word diminuendo.
Diminuendo, yeah.
I had no idea that was a word, and I've learned something today, so thank you.
I was like, I'm pretty sure
Sure, it's a
that's it.
musical
That
term,
might be
yeah.
wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's it.
I learned. Thank you.
Yeah.
My favorite Helvig moment is him being like, I'm gonna try to be tough like the other like guards do and spook people into surrendering, and it not really going that well.
Yeah.
It really like backfired that people stop attacking him, so they don't even notice him because he's a bush, and he's essentially the tank, and you're like, okay. But that's I think him trying something new, being like, okay, what if this works?
I loved pacifist wandering around an active battle, being attacked and just ignoring it and tanking the damage and healing people. It's a really cool way of playing Helvig. I think it's very Helvig. It's a very good solution to that issue. I forgot I actually had a better AJ one and I didn't give it. I really loved your conversation with Lisa, Emma at the end. That was really cool.
I liked your middle fingering him
Is he trying to get
because you
away?
only have 3 fingers.
Yeah.
You're using your index finger to flip him up. That was so funny.
Yeah. Rach?
I loved Helvig being just an excellent wingman and giving Jude some glamorous lighting. Not that she needed it, but I loved it.
Up to and including the fact that he's a warlock. His primary weapon is definitely his Eldritch Blast. How rarely does he hit with it, though? It's not a particularly effective weapon in the hands of him. Like, you've hit more times with your knife.
He doesn't want to hurt people.
But I love it. It's like, that whole character, you're very true to Helvig. You always serve what he is and who he is. And that's really cool to see. It's really nicely role played. You still manage to derive an effective character out of a pacifist. Is really cool. Yeah.
Oh, don't give me that. He has plus charisma on his Eldritch Blast damage. He's
Oh yeah, it's gonna be nasty when you hit people.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm wanting to wrap up, so damn it.
I'm going to come straight in and say once more, versatility with the rules. For me, the first thing I typed down really was when Trish's actions in saying like put your weapon down kind of thing, but not saying readying an attack, but you took the action in the description that Trish gave and you said I assume that you would have readied an attack. So I like that you did that, especially because again, Rachel isn't a super experienced D&D player. Yeah. So the readying an action thing might not have come straight to mind.
Straight up didn't know that was a thing I could do.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So you saw that and you acted on that. So kudos to you as a DM. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I liked making Lisa's birthday canon.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Yeah.
I love that there was a throwaway comment and I was like, did you just say it was her birthday? And suddenly...
It was like, sure, fuck it. Yeah, it's a birthday. I do that a lot with my throwaway comments. Yeah, fuck it. That's the really thing. Yeah.
I really liked just your description of the end of the battle and how everything wrapped up and the like wave of sound that we heard as people like put down their weapons. That was really beautiful and just really helped me visualize it. It was great.
Satisfying as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with something way more shallow, Josh.
Sure.
And I like that you named them so we could kill them. But really, like it was.
What?
It was more like aside from the names made it distinct to be like, oh yeah, that one's Gary on the map, instead of them being like amorphous enemies that we should just
Map patches 1 through 4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like them having names made it like way more.
I'm glad you like that. I do it mainly for my own convenience. So
it helps you track. It helps
keep track of who's who. But it also, I used to do it. Just everybody had a different. I just went like, this is Alf, this is Barry, this is Charles, and
we
there's
wouldn't have known
ABCD.
it was Lisa's birthday. We wouldn't.
Yeah,
have known
we
it was
wouldn't
Lisa's
have
Then we
known.
wouldn't have, and that's probably for the best.
It was Map
yeah.
Patch 3's birthday, but like, who's Map Patch 3?
Yeah, no one gives a shit. So it is nice to sort of, and I've actually started doing something else that is a secret DM trick. If your players routinely ask what the fuck someone's name is, have a bunch of pre-prepared names. Just
Like
for random.
It's useful.
Like Phil Garp.
Like
for
Phil
example.
Garp, totally pre-prepared name.
Yeah.
So I'll never get that shit happen again. So Sally Carpenter was written down on my sheet. So Sally and Rupert, I need to make a note that her husband's name is Rupert.
Is it Rupert or Rufus?
Rufus, that was it. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Rufus.
I was like, I
didn't put Rufus,
in
but
there.
I did
wrote
put
Rufus.
Sally. So it's
Yeah.
Sally and Rufus Carpenter, who are at the Bandit Stronghold, and they are the parents of
Emma.
Emma's mum and dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
My favorite me moment was that conversation with Jude as Emma. And that honest sort of okay, yeah, but like Jude's genuine, like, and this is true as well, like, you shouldn't have to do this. Jude's comment about it being like somebody's actions on how they deal with something and why they do something are important, and she's like, yeah, but there wasn't another choice, and sort of that. It's what gave you guys so much difficulty last session, is that these people have a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shook Jude for sure. So we'll see what that does to her.
That was really cool because I could see that in AJ's performance of Jude as well. Yeah. So do we have any? We've got a few. Bolt Upright says, for the records, you guys give horrible birthday surprise parties.
So true.
Yeah.
Was
Do we have any other ones? Favorite DM moment? Josh has a really great ability to make dialogue with NPCs so real and honest. Thanks, Veg.
so true.
Asta, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Aseth?
Best Josh moment from today was giving each pack of bandits their own personalities. Yeah. A lot of them are fairly sort of like whenever improv. Hang on, are there any
Also,
more?
they said,
Sorry, I wasn't following during the way.
The accidental Helvig light show was a nice touch.
Yes.
I gotta
That's
salvage
really nice.
something, Aseth. I'm missing.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a really good one as well on your behalf, Helvig, is like the weird like wingman / dad role that you took on, which was like, I'm gonna help Jude find love and then be disappointed in Gary for his actions. What is it?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. I
Casually
shouldn't.
walk, eye contact, still like,
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, cool. All right, there's your favorite moments. That was nice. Thank you very much, everybody in chat, for joining us today. Thank you very much to the Deck of Many for sponsoring this season. Thank you very much to Node One Internet for sponsoring the channels. We have other sponsors for other games, but those are the sponsors for this one. I'd like to thank so much Producer Veg. The music was on point this evening. I mean, it usually is. We don't really have to work very hard here. He does a lot of the work for us. Thank you so much for sticking with us, chat, through the technical issues this evening. What else do I need to say? Yeah, please follow, subscribe on the YouTubes, on the Twitters, on the Facebook, on the Instagram. AJ runs our Instagram. She does an amazing job of it. Next week, we will be having a table talk. And the week after that, has everybody done an Instagram sort of invasion thing yet, AJ?
yes.
In which case, can I say in 2 weeks' time, I will do one as Riffin?
Sure.
Riffin?
I want to interview Riffin.
Oh
Down.
my
To
god.
everybody, that
Because
Riffin.
Riffin has some pretty complicated backstory. So, chat, if you want to know interesting details about Riffin, you can ask and I shall tell in
Wait.
his crazy, maybe Glaswegian accent.
Is this Riffin post fight now or
This is
Riffin
current Riffin.
current Riffin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dear Riffin, this is definitely not Nevermore. What kind of horrible things did Lazarus get up to?
That was okay. So yeah, ask him that, and he will do it in character later.
Wonderful.
Sounds good.
Next week we'll be doing our table talk. So if you have any questions for the group and for the DM, feel free to put them up in our Discord, which you can join and talk to us, and we will answer them. And we will also do the level up next week. So exciting times, exciting things. Hang out on Roll for Damage for more stuff. We will say goodbye now. AJ, do you want to say goodbye to all the peeps and tell us about what you do?
Sure. Hi, I'm AJ. You can find me on Instagram, where I am basically going to keep you up to date with all the creative stuff I'm doing, including this show on Monday nights and on Thursday nights, the Academy of Xandar, the game that I DM.
Yeah.
So that is cool. Same time, same place. 8 p.m. Roll for Damage. And episode 2 that is coming this week is going to be very interesting.
That is spicy. Some really amazing cast of characters, really amazing DM. Such DM, very wow.
Much wow.
Much wow, such wow. Okay, next we have Helvig Dewpoint, played by the amazing D-Rab.
Hi, I'm D-Rab, also known as Dan. I am a professional lurker, so props to the lurkers. I saw the exclamation point lurks in chat. Love you all. Yeah, as such, I'm not really that big on social media, but you can find me just also lurking and chilling in Roll for Damage's Discord, as well as on here sometimes during the shows, all the shows on Roll for Damage. Check out these guys. Follow them on all the socials. They're all lovely people. And come see me next week as I continue my advent of not murdering.
Yay! Next up, we have Big Viking Mitch.
What up? This evening I was playing Nevermore, and I love Nevermore to bits. And usually during the day, I'm Big Viking Mitch, and you can find me on Twitter at Big Viking Mitch. And yes, absolutely loving the campaign and everybody that I'm playing with. It's been a joy. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Trish Caper, played by Rachel Fukar.
Hi guys, my name's Rachel Fukar, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel Fukar. And I also have a podcast called A Beginner's Guide to the Occult. It's about a supernatural investigator who's terrible at her job. And tomorrow morning, I'm putting out a new episode about the history of Halloween. So if that interests you, check it out.
Exciting stuff, exciting things. And ladies and gentlemen, I am Josh the Pirate. Arr, and welcome to ye all. If you're just tuning in now, you're fucking late. You need to be here 3, maybe 3.5 hours earlier. Please tune in again next week to see us do a table talk, actually. So, you know, that one is if you've only just tuned in, that one might be one to give a miss. But after that, come back and see us. You can find me here on Roll for Damage on Monday evenings, DMing this wonderful game with these wonderful people, same bat time, same bat channel. And on Friday evening, I am over on Game on Australia with Vegemite Dangerous, our wonderful producer, playing the Eberron game, Roll for Damage. That is the actual title of it. And you can also check me out in a podcast, There Be Dragons, which is a 5e D&D Gunpowder Edition podcast where I am the infamous and frightening pirate Scan Felfa. Yeah. And then we also have our amazing producer, Vegemite Dangerous. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, Veg.
Yes, Ben.
Holy crap! I have to press so many buttons.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm the interdimensional producer, Vegemite Dangerous. Lord God,
Big brother.
Quilly. Hey, both went there. Let's kill him. Yes, I'm Vegemite Dangerous. I am one portion of the people that manage this channel, Roll for Damage, and we always love to have you here. I think, Josh, you covered everything.
I'm getting better at that.
TSA? Did we do TSA? We did TSA.
Maybe.
TSA.
Cool.
Scales above.
The scales above, yeah, TSA.
Skills above, amazing. So yeah, tell us about the channel, Veg. What other things happen on it?
We've got a lot going on at the moment.
Yeah,
like
we do.
besides the 3 shows, 4 if you include the Go game. We've got a lot
we do.
going on. Pretty soon we're going to be uploading some stuff to YouTube in different types of series. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get the most we can out of it at the moment. Go and do it now. We've got a lot more projects in the works, which I don't really want to divulge too much into until their conception is completed. But we have quite a few games up and running. We do have sponsorships through Hero Forge. We have all sorts of things going on. If you want to get yourself some solid internet here in Perth and you live in Perth, then head over to Node One Internet and get yourself a month worth free on us using the code DMGE at checkout. You should also go check out our artist Breckly, who is fucking astounding. She does all the artwork on the channel. She is fantastic. But I think
check out Academy of Xandar for that amazing artwork.
Oh dear God, yeah.
Oh,
That happy
wow.
snake boy.
The happy snake boy.
so happy.
But
I love him. I hope he doesn't die, AJ.
I love him too.
I would never.
We got lots of giveaways going on that one.
Yeah.
So tune in on Thursday night for those giveaways. We'll also dice giveaways brought to you by the
Swag.
Tabletop Swag. But yeah, no, that's it from us tonight. We'll
Thanks very
say
much.
goodbye. It's been lovely having you here. But stick around and prepare your favorite raid emotes because we're going to send our love on to another fellow community member, Agent Number 1.
Yay!
He's currently
He's doing-
playing Legendary, Franz vs.
Warhammer.
Chaos, Warhammer stuffs. So we are going to go give him a raid, boost him up a bit, tell him how much you love him, ask him about what he's got going on in the Scales Above because he plays Saros.
Yes,
That's
it does.
super interesting. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next week, 8 p.m. Monday.
Table talks.
AUSC.
Table talks.
The table
Say
could talk
bye.
to you.
Table talk jingle.
Bye.
Bye.